I'm currently in the process of selling one of my apps for 6 figures right now. And let me tell you something, it's not as simple as slapping a price tag on it. Did you know that app valuations are often based on multiples of your yearly revenue? But here's the kicker, the multiple you get is determined by many factors. Today, I'm breaking it all down, how to calculate what your app is worth, how to maximize that multiple, and why selling your app can completely change the game for you. Stick with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to value your app and position it to attract the most serious buyers. Here's the deal. Most app developers undervalue their apps because they don't understand how multiples work. Let me break it down. Buyers don't just look at how much revenue your app is currently making, they also look for potential. And the stronger your app looks on key factors, the higher the multiple you can demand. So, what are multiples? A multiple is the factor by which your yearly revenue is multiplied to calculate the sales price of your app. For example, if your app makes $25,000 a year and sells at a 4x multiple, then it's worth $100,000. Simple, right? But here's the catch. Not every app will get a 4 times multiple. Some will get a 2x, others will get a 10x. So what factors determine what multiple your app gets? Number 1 is the age of your app. Older apps that have stood the test of time are much more appealing to buyers. My app, for example, is a couple years old, which shows stability and also that it's not a short-term fad. The more history, the higher your potential multiple. The second factor is monthly installs and whether they are paid or organic. Organic installs are pure gold. My app attracts most of its traffic organically, which tells buyers there's demand without the need for constant ad spend. If your installs are mostly from paid traffic, then your multiples might take a hit unless you can prove that your ads are profitable and scalable. Number 3, revenue, which includes lifetime and trends. Buyers are laser focused on your yearly revenue, but they also care about trends. My app has a solid yearly revenue and most importantly, it's growing month over month. Apps with declining revenue tend to get lower multiples, but if your revenue is climbing, that's when you can demand a premium. The fourth factor determining what type of multiple your app is going to get is hidden opportunities. This is where you can really drive up your multiple. My app has untapped monetization opportunities like adding premium features and expanding into new markets, and I'm using that to justify a higher multiple. When buyers see future growth potential, they're willing to pay more. Number 5, evergreen apps versus viral trend. My app, for example, is evergreen, so it has long-term potential and it's not tied to a fleeting trend. Evergreen apps generally tend to get higher multiples because they're less risky. If your app was part of a viral trend, you'll have to show how it can pivot to stay relevant. The 6th and final factor, which determines what multiple your app gets, is marketability and scalability. Basically, buyers want to know if your app can grow. For my app, I'm highlighting its strong audience retention and its ability to scale through new marketing channels. Show them the roadmap and they will pay for future potential. Now, let's put this all together. Imagine your app is making $25,000 per year. If it ticks all the right boxes, organic installs, consistent growth, untapped opportunities, you could sell it for a 4x multiple, which will give you a valuation of $100,000. But if your app has declining revenue and relies heavily on paid ads, your multiple might only be 2x, which gives you a $50,000 evaluation. That's why it's so important to understand these factors. Once you know your app's value, where do you sell it? Right now, I'm exploring online platforms like Flipper, where buyers are actively looking for profitable apps. I'm also considering acquire.com, which is geared towards startups and tech businesses. Both are great platforms, but the key is to present your app like an irresistible investment. Now, I want to discuss why selling your app can be a complete game changer. For me, selling this app isn't just about a payday. It's about what I can do with that capital. Imagine taking $100,000 and reinvesting that to build even better, more profitable apps. That's the level up that can completely change your journey as a developer. I'm going to be documenting the exact steps of this process, everything from how I was able to find prospective buyers to negotiating the final price. Want to know exactly how I close a 6-figure deal? Then comment below and I'll spill the deets on a future video. Also, if you are interested in having me and my team build you a profitable app or a game, then click the link below and me or one of my team members will be in touch with you to discuss your project. So, hope you guys enjoyed that and I will see you on the next one. Stay safe and peace out.